but he's put a lot of pressure on his side. Look where Saints are now.
Yes, they start 20 metres out. This first tackle, Kyle Amor gets the ball away riskily. Roby read the script. Here is Wilkin, gets it to Walmsley. He stands, gets the ball away to ground. Picked up by Burns. They come down this left side with Jordan Turner. That's an important tackle by Liam Sutcliffe. Burns again. Flanagan. A little show and go with Walmsley once more. Roby directing the traffic under the Leeds posts. Burns making some good hands. Oh, an interception. Away he goes. Does Handley. Handley has gone all the way from one end of the field to the other. Will touchdown right next to the uprights. What a start for Leeds. What a start for Handley.
But a bit weak on that blind side. Oh, he's brought them back as the official. Boy, they were fortunate there, Saints. They were just hanging around.
So here comes Cuthbertson again on the charge from 3 metres out. Oh, and they nearly allowed him to squeeze the ball over the line, but Walmsley saw the danger coming in the end. This is Peacock, short pass. Singleton, great ball off the ground. Here is Maguire to Delaney. No, Delaney, it's almost stretched out. Amor's strength denied him. Ayton again goes for it himself, and again wonderful goal line defence from Makinson. Hardacre, back it comes this time to Maguire. Maguire, as he falls, he gets the ball away. It's a bit untidy, but now it might straighten up with Moon. He goes through one challenge, Moon. He gets the ball away, and it's Handley who gets his second try. And what a ball it was from Moon. Leeds are dominant. It's the third time that St Helens have kicked the ball off in this first half, and exactly the same move. The ball is given to Peacock, he takes it in first up, and then Cuthbertson carries the battle forward for the Rhinos on the second tackle. They're on top of their game tonight by the looks of things, Leeds. Here is Brad Singleton.
Well, they've been allowed to, haven't they? It's simple as that. You know, you come up with so many knock-ons, drop balls, keeping your eye off it, and not. Well, it's a nightmare for Kieran Cunningham, and obviously trying to take a leaf out of the book. Remember, oh, beautiful play.
Wonderful play.
It to Ribbons. Inside to Aiden, surely.
No, it's Hardacre, but it's another try for Leeds. Leeds Rhinos ripping St Helens to shreds. Zach Hardacre following up. He had a choice of players, and the Saints supporters holding their heads in their hands.
And again, Saints, they're caught in their own half.
Knock on, was that a knock on by Roby?
I think it came off the boot. Well, that's a nothing kick. That's easy there for Hardacre.
And that's a good drive. That's a good drive back by Travis Burns. That gets a bit of life on the terraces for the people in St Helens colours. And that nearly did as well from Luke Thompson. But here comes Ablett. It's opened up again for Ablett. He has Danny Maguire, and Maguire's not going to be caught.
Shut the gate.
Maguire goes over underneath the sticks for the 4th Leeds Rhinos try of this first half. Danny Maguire getting closer and closer to 250 tries for Leeds. Can they do anything about it, the champions? That's a looping pass to Adam Swift, but he's surrounded by jerseys. He does well to get away from a few of them. Sinfield then with Delaney. Roby, that was a quick play of the ball. Delaney's after him. And Delaney and Cuthbertson get to him, but he gets a good offload away, does Roby. Savelio finds Wilkin. Wilkins busts them up down the middle. The kick, oh, off. Was it off? Now then, this will be, I think, a decision for video referees, surely. Was it off the ankle? Was it off the foot? Was it off the hands? What have they got on the field of play? Here's the decision. St Helens have got something to cheer at last. It's come late in the half, but it gives them something to build on in the second 40 minutes. Just a minute remaining. Anxious moments for Brian McDermott. There haven't been many, but they've come in the last 5 minutes of the half.
I think he's saying, making sure it's a man-on-man marking. And maybe they may opt for the kick early rather than wait till the last.
McCarthy Scarsbrook takes it forward for the Saints, gets them to within a couple of metres of the Leeds line. Roby is scheming. Richards, can he get the hands free? No. Keep glancing down at the clock, just 40 seconds remaining. Again, they're harassing the Saints players. Burns, whoa, where comes Watkins? Watkins is quick, he's got away from Roby. Fleming's coming across. He goes past Fleming, he goes past Jones. Couldn't get the ball away. One play the ball left, maybe two for the Rhinos. Saints streaming back in defence. Sutcliffe wide. Brilliant. What a kick! Brilliant. What a kick! Handley hat-trick! Handley with the hat-trick!
Outstanding! He knew that St. Helens were nowhere near defending right on the right-hand side, and there's the rooter! What a tremendous effort, Eddie!
Unbelievable crossfield kick. So much for fatigue and too many games over Easter. That seems to be the message from the Rhinos camp and Brian McDermott.
Yeah, it's been a great effort, and they know how important it is to get these two league table points, Eddie. It really will stretch them away from the rest.
Delaney will take it forward for the Rhinos again. I mean, we talk about St. Helens comebacks of the past, don't we? But I mean, this would be the greatest of all time.
Well, they're giving themselves the best possible chance, aren't they? They're taking it to the opponents with the defence. They're pushing and contesting scrums in their opponent's line. They have to compete for every second here now to give themselves the best possible start in the second half.
Well, the one thing that they have done, Saints, is that they've made sure that Leeds didn't get into the St. Helens half. A little bit far too strong there from Rob Burrow. But isn't it wonderful, you know, to be a coach, Brian McDermott, to have so many good kickers out there. Sutcliffe, Maguire, Sinfield, and you throw in Rob Burrow as well. And I've even seen Joel Moon do it on several occasions. It's such an important facet as the kicking game in modern rugby league.
Burns drops the pass off to Louis McCarthy Scarsbrook.
That's much better. They're playing the ball a lot quicker.
Burns, long pass to Walsh in centre field. He jinks inside a couple. Luke Walsh. Here he goes. He's got support with him. Long pass wide to Jordan Turner. They're in, Saints. St. Helens get the first try in the second half. Luke Walsh at the heart of it all. He took the longer option rather than the short pass to the man next to him, and Turner was in space. And off it came off the turf, and Turner goes over for the try.
Eddie, he took the right option. It was a brilliant pass, and it had to be.
And Burns, he just lost his bearing slightly there and thought about the long pass down the left, came back and thought about the short one into midfield. Here's Wilkin, Mossy Massoy again, taking on Maguire, and getting there, does he? Held up.
Oh, held up. What an effort. The big fella, like the wrecking ball, he was trying to get that right arm over, nearly lost control, got it on the second grab.
Brilliant in attack, Eddie. To this point, better in defence, the Leeds Rhinos.
This is Josh Jones again, Fleming. And this is the last tackle coming up for the Saints.
Walsh.
Walsh is here. Crossfield kick and high underneath the sticks. Cracking kick. Great kick, flick back, oh, it's a try! Jordan Turner! It's a try for Saints, his second for Turner!
Well, probably a lot of the fans would be saying, why didn't Walsh come on the field earlier? When it looked as though Leeds were just taking them apart, which they were. It's a good one.
Look at Swift. Look at Adam Swift. Halted by Cuthbertson. Roby. This is a 40-20 attempt, but it's not gone over the head of Hardacre.
Yeah, the idea was gone. They didn't wait until the last, went on the fourth, and who was the first into the defence, as normal. James Roby, Wilkin in assistance. Again, it's up the jumper time for Leeds. They know how important it is to make sure they keep turning St. Helens around.
Ayton, Peacock,
Oh,
Cuthbertson.
oh, what on earth are they doing?
Well,
they've got away with it.
They have got away with it. Here's Sutcliffe. Brilliant, brilliant feat from Sutcliffe. Wonderful, wonderful feat from Sutcliffe. Is it going to be given? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That just takes the pressure off the Rhinos a bit. Still on course to be 6 points clear at the top of the table tonight. Ayton, Andy Yates.
Now this is where I'd be thinking about having a 1 point. Another couple of drives.
Maguire bounced off a couple.
Who's going to take it up?
Burns
Peacock?
got to him first. Peacock, yes. Always Peacock, it seems. Sinfield, quick hands. Cuthbertson. Well, a bang in front of the sticks. Sinfield has dropped his way back. Sinfield's dropped back. And that's a one-pointer that will just drive a dagger through the hearts of the St Helens fans and players. This is a poke in the eye for St Helens, isn't it?
Yeah.
Delaney off the wing.
That was a big hit as well. You felt that, Delaney.
Hardacre, Sinfield and Peacock.
Come on, let's have a 1.
Well, into the last minute we go. Leeds have won, there's no doubt about that. Not a question of whether they have, it's a question of how many. And Burrow to Ablett. And that was knocked back, and it's play on, and here comes Wilkin. Back it goes to Walsh. Walsh then gives it to Jones. Jones gives it in centre field to Flanagan.
Oh, he's come the wrong way. He had the overlap, and they're screaming out wide. Well, if ever was a time you needed a 3-quarter out there instead of a forward.
Well, Walmsley trying to offload in an impossible situation. Here goes Joel Moon to put icing on the cake and rub salt even further into the wound. 39-16, the kick from bang in front of the posts. It's going to be a 40-point scoreline for the Rhinos here. And Sinfield plonks the ball over the top of the bar. The referee blows the final whistle, and St Helens have been beaten at home, and how? 41 points to 16.